guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video all on spaying and neutering your pets and telling you why it's so important and what benefits it has to spay and neuter your pets. So spaying and neutering, if you don't know, spaying is desexing a female and neutering is the desexing of a male, and it's removing the reproductive organs so they can't reproduce. So the main reason why people are so for spaying and neutering is the fact that backyard breeding is the one main contributor to overpopulation of animals. Because of backyard breeders, this is why we have rescues and adoption centres, because all these backyard breeders are breeding and they're not taking responsibility for their animal, they're just selling it to everyone and anyone. And people are irresponsible when getting a pet, so they often get dumped or get shoved at a shelter, where if we just had reputable breeders, the rules for getting a reputable breeder animal is you legally have to send that animal back to the breeder if you can no longer care for them. You cannot go giving it to a friend or a rescue selling it. And also they are pre-desexed before rehoming, so there is no issues. But because people are so irresponsible and we have these backyard breeders, this is why we are so overpopulated. So I'm going to show you a visual representation of how backyard breeding leads to overpopulation. So we have your mum dog and your father dog, so M and F. They have 6 little puppies that then get rehomed, say to, again, irresponsible pet owners, and all of them have 6 puppies. And it continues, that's what, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36 dogs, all because of your one litter. Imagine that with the billions and billions of people who own animals. That's a lot of animals, and that is why we have to rely on things like shelters to deal with all these animals, because people are so irresponsible. They get a male and a female, they don't think of desexing. That one has puppies, so they end up just dumping them all, and this is why desexing is also very beneficial for medical reasons. Spaying and neutering can reduce reproductive cancer. It can really benefit rats. Now, that sounds crazy, rats are only small rodents, but if you find a really good vet that can do it and has a high success rate when they are spaying and neutering your rats can actually really largely benefit from it, because rats are so prone to things like mammary tumours and things like that. So desexing them reduces that a ton, and obviously you want your pet to last as long as possible, so doing these things can really... Spaying and neutering can also help with territorial problems. So if you have a rabbit or whatever who is spraying urine, pooping everywhere, or just refusing to litter train in general, desexing can actually really help that, because they're going to be less hormonal and it's going to stop them trying to mark everything as... Desexing can also help behavioural issues, so aggression is a very big thing it can help. It can also help destructiveness, so if you have a rabbit or whatever who likes to destroy things, desexing can actually reduce that. And there is many more that desexing can help. So please desex your animals. It is going to be very beneficial. It's going to be a better place for everyone. And don't support backyard breeders. It is not worth it. You're just adding to it. So look for reputable breeders. Adopt when you can. And be responsible, because your pet doesn't choose where you put them. You do, so do the right thing by your animal. Now there is one animal that I am going to tell you to avoid desexing, and that is your ferrets. Now obviously, if you don't know, female ferrets, if they come into season, it is very important you get them taken out of season because it can kill them, because they produce too many hormones and it can be fatal. So make sure you are taking that into consideration when getting females. But you do not want to desex them, because desexing a ferret can actually promote the risk of them getting adrenal disease, which will be a future video of mine talking about adrenal disease in ferrets. So if you have the option of either getting a gel jab or getting a implant, do that instead. I sadly don't have that option. No places around me do it, so I do have to spay my ferrets, but that is just something I have accepted. I either don't spay them and my female can die from overproduction of hormones, or I desex it and take that small risk of them getting adrenal. At least adrenal is a little bit more controllable than dying from not getting desexed. So if you can, please make sure that you get a gel jab or a implant.